Some of you have read or watched my video regarding the recent events that have unfolded surrounding a Robinhood user who was able to receive 25 times leverage on his account. At the time of the video, there wasn't a lot of information surrounding that event, but now as details have emerged, a concerning series of events have brought new light to the risks involved with investing with Robinhood. Like all platforms, Robinhood actively monitors accounts for unusual risks. With options trading, a user can quickly allow his position to get away from him, not only bankrupting himself, but Robinhood as well. Platforms have entire teams dedicated to monitoring such activity and closing it down through various methods, saving themselves and users a lot of money. You may be wondering then how it is possible for someone to leverage their account 25 or 50 times, putting themselves and the platform in a seriously dangerous financial situation. And in today's video, we explain one such event. Using a clever loophole, it is in theory possible to receive 100 times leverage on your Robinhood account if we follow a couple of specific steps. First, you have to be familiar with the concept of selling calls. When you sell such option contracts, your account is in fact credited, meaning that you received a premium of selling these options. So as an example, let's say we deposit $2,000 into our Robinhood account and then sign up for Robinhood Gold, giving us access to borrow money. With such a situation, we use our entire account to sell a vast amount of in-the-money options. This action will credit our account and also increase our buying power. Because we are receiving money for selling these options, we are thereby increasing the amount we are allowed to borrow. On Robinhood's side, they see our account as being credited as cash, which in their world means that this person is ready to borrow more money. Although this logic is flawed, I can easily see how a computer program could manage to screw this rule up. It's a clever loophole that would be missed in planning such a detection system. We then use this extra borrowed money to add more stock. This thereby fulfills minimum collateral requirements to sell even more options. Once again, flawed logic, clever loophole. We then sell more options, receive more premium, buy more stock, and sell more options. Rinse and repeat. Now normally this process is automatically flagged by Robinhood and your account would under normal circumstances become frozen and suspended. However, if you can time this move correctly right before market close, you could in theory run this process until you receive an ungodly amount of leverage and then at the very last moment purchase options on whatever stock you would want. It normally takes Robinhood about 15 minutes to flag an account for something like this, so if you're able to time that process right before market close, you can get away with it. And then buy something like Apple put options right before earnings. This would put you in a position where you would either make an ungodly amount of money or you would bankrupt yourself and possibly bankrupt Robinhood the very next day at market open. I cannot even begin to explain how utterly dangerous and impressive this specific loophole is. To Robinhood, it can be a death sentence. A rogue user could in theory potentially wipe out themselves and the company using a similar loophole. I'm sure that this loophole will be closed in the immediate future, but user ControlTheNarrative was able to use similar tactics to get 25 times leverage, losing $50,000 that he does not have.